WWF stars that came in. I know there's some WCW guys, easy for me to say. Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton came in for shots in '93, I think. But
Right.
some of the WWF guys, who were the guys who really got stuck in and wanted to help the promotion, and who was obviously just being forced to work there and didn't enjoy it?
Right. Boss Man was great. Big Bubba, Boss Man. He was a WWE guy at the time. Of course, he had that great history with Jimmy. Bubba was awesome. Macho Man came in just to put over Bruiser. Macho was kind of just, at that point, he's just doing commentary on Raw. He wasn't working real actively. He didn't want an active schedule. But that was Macho's, I think Jimmy just thought, oh, we'll just do a schmoz in the crowd, a double count out, double DQ. But Randy came to Jimmy and said, he's your guy. He's your top heel. I'm not going to be here next week. I'll put him over. So Randy was awesome that way. Randy was fantastic. When we did the mixed show in Marietta that had, who's on the show? Jeff Jarrett was on it. Owen Hart was on it. The great Owen Hart. God, he was so good. 1-2-3 Kid was on it. And they were all great. Luger was on it. Typical Luger. Douchebag. Well beneath him. He'd wrestled in that building for WCW for years, the Marietta Cobb County Civic Center. But all of a sudden now he's been up in Auburn Hills and he's been on the Intrepid and he's too big to come back and work Marietta. So Lex was, I know The Undertaker was a great Mick.
Shawn Michaels, I think, was one of them who came in.
Shawn was, yeah. And I don't know his attitude on, whether he thought that was beneath him. Probably at that time, knowing that how Shawn was at that time.
Steiner Brothers was one. I believe Steiner Brothers came in, yeah.
Yes. Steiners came in, and they were fantastic. Jimmy had me, because he knew he could trust me, sell their merchandise for him all weekend. Do the Polaroids, $5-10, because I would hold on to the thousands of dollars and not steal it or lose it. So they did great. They were awesome. Sherry Martel, fantastic. All the boys got me riled up, and they said, Sherry has this thing for young boys. She'll take you back to her hotel and say, I want to wrestle you, tie you up all night, and then she'll screw your brains out. All the guys had me believe in this. And I'm the young boy, right? I'm the young one. So she had her own dressing area when she was in. So every night I'd be like, Sherry, can I get you coffee? Can I get you a sandwich? Can I sit in your lap? Like, I'm trying to weasel my way, thinking she's going to take a young boy back to stretch at the hotel room tonight. It's going to be me. But she never did. She was all class, total lady. But Sherry was fantastic. What a fun person. She was just great. The guys that came in for the Legends were always great. The ones, they were always good. The only one that was kind of aloof was Dick Slater, who was kind of intimidating and aloof. But Hawk was really great. When Hawk came in, the Road Warriors, Bob Orton, Dick Murdoch, all those guys, they were great. They, I think they appreciated payday, and they appreciated seeing a territory still hang on.
With other names as well that would become bigger later on that maybe turned up for one shot. Specifically, I'm thinking like Taz as a name. Were there any other names that came in that you thought we should really use them more, but for whatever reason they were only there for a week or one shot or whatever?
No, I don't remember anything specific, because even then we didn't know how good Taz was going to be, of course, because he was still doing the old Tasmanian gimmick with the singlet and jumping around like the Tasmanian devil. He wasn't Taz yet. So, no, nothing that comes to mind like that. I mean, you'd bring in Murdoch for a 4-day weekend, or a Terry Funk. Well, you wish I could have them more, but you can't. As far as young boys, Bob Holly left us pretty early, and that was because he wasn't making it. He thought he was going to go back to be a welder. And Bob was good. He was a little more of a high flyer when he was younger, before he became the tough guy. Would have been nice to have Bob Collie. Brian Clark, the Night Stalker. If we'd had him 6 months or another year, he would have been much better prepared, and hopefully would have gotten a better gimmick when he went to New York. It would have done far better. But nobody that just came in that I thought, oh, yeah, I wish we could have them, but that I can recall at the moment.